Lincoln County, South Dakota is one of the fastest growing counties in the nation. Its triple-digit growth is reflective of a healthy economy, minimal unemployment, and a low crime rate. The County Register of Deeds Office is the government office tasked with maintaining a record of real estate ownership and is the repository for official county records and documents.
And with the population increase and the growth in the county, of course, those records were accumulating very fast.
From the early days, when all records were literally transcribed by hand and later typewritten, finding the most efficient methods of managing those documents has been an everyday challenge for the Register of Deeds offices. In the 1970s, microfilm became an accepted method for storing county records.
Well, when microfilming came along in about 1977, that someone eased that transcription and they were able to just keep microfilm copies. But over the years, the microfilm is deteriorating and those copies, the microfilmed images aren't as good as they were originally. And it's hard to get a good readable copy from the microfilm.
By the 1990s, electronic scanning and digital management began providing a means of efficiently storing records, providing easy retrieval, and offering a much-needed assurance for protecting documents from fire, flood, wind, and other natural and man-made disasters.
We use the digital imaging, and now it's all saved on computer and retrieved that way. And it's a lot less paper to handle.
By the late 1980s, Sioux Falls, South Dakota's largest city, began overflowing into northern Lincoln County. The county started to see rapid growth in population, residential and commercial development, and of course, county record keeping.
You have the city annexing the property in, and so that's one thing, and then you have the developer coming in and making it all into 120 lots or however many lots. And then for each of those lots, of course, there's going to be a deed of transferring that, and then the people are going to have to finance it. So you have mortgages, and the mortgage companies may sell that mortgage to another company, so you have that paper, and then when it's satisfied, you have another piece of paper. So yeah, it just generates a lot of documents.
Through digital imaging and management, Lincoln County also began to realize personnel and budget relief.
One of the highest line items in the county budget, of course, is employees, because with employees you pay retirement and you pay insurance if they so need it, and you pay sick leave and you pay vacations. And by handling a lot of this on computers, in my county, I have myself and 2 employees, and we're able to handle the load. And so you see, if you can efficiently manage this data on a computer, you can cut down those employee costs, and which are one of the biggest factors.
Today, with File Director, Lincoln County can efficiently manage tens of thousands of documents being accessed by many users throughout the county. File Director makes storing, classification, and the retrieval and distribution of documents quick and efficient.
If we have a company, attorneys or surveyors or appraisers that call and need a copy, they don't always have to drive to Canton to get them. We can email that, and it makes it much easier. Also, as far as document retrieval, they don't have to go and try to find the microfilm card that has that microfilm image and put it in a reader. They can just put in the book and page or whatever data they're using to retrieve. They can just put that in the computer and that document comes up and is available instantly for them to look at.
File Director is based on a modular system which allows a county to effectively tailor their own solution as their needs grow.
But I mean, it cuts down on postage too. You know, it cuts down on paper. It cuts down, I mean, it just cuts your costs so many places that it's just so much more efficient to use a computer and the digital storage.
And as far as ease of use?
We have a lot of people that come in and we show them how it works, and they'll be working on it, and they'll say, oh, why don't you call this county and tell them that they need to get this, because we really like this. It works so much faster and it's so much easier to use. It's user friendly, it really is.
With the computerization of documents and records, Lincoln County discovered individual solutions for various tasks, but the integration of systems created another problem.
So we had our fee program, we had our grantor-grantee program, we had our imaging program, and we had this PT program. So things were just getting entered, and there was so much redundancy in the whole recording process. But
what Lincoln County needed was a clerk recording management solution that allowed for the recording of critical records information, including land and deed records, marriage licensing, probate records, and business licensing. They found the solution with ClerkTrack, which also provided cashiering and receipting functions and tightly integrated with FileDirector, their document imaging and management system.
ClerkTrack handles so many different things that we had to do manually before. I mean, we used to have one program that we entered our fee book or our accounts into, and our daily accounting of fees, the money management part. And we used to have one program for that. And then we had another program that we would do the grantor and grantee image. So the image management there. So we would have to enter in that data into another program. And then after that, we would go into our FileDirector, and we'd have to enter it again there in FileDirector. But with ClerkTrack, like I say, you enter it one time, and it's in all of those processes. It's all covered.
Despite its phenomenal growth, which finds Lincoln County the third largest county in the state of South Dakota, the Registered of Deeds office has clearly found effective means to manage their records in a manner that has not only saved money, time, and space, but provided better service to the taxpayers.
Oh yes, we're doing a lot more with less employees. 3 of us take care of it, yeah, no problem. And that's even with, because we all take vacations, we all have days off, and it's just not a problem. Our management is not a problem.